Hello and welcome to Wednesday, Day of Wins. Today, I wanted to talk about something. One of my guilty pleasures, and that's that I love quirky crime shows. Not your classic like CIS, NCIS, or like CSI Miami or whatever. I'm talking about the ones where the protagonist or main character, or whoever, or the group of main characters, has something not so quite right about them. Previously, mine one of the shows that I watched was Elementary, which was a U.S. based retelling of the story of Sherlock Holmes and his companion Dr. Watson. That went on for like 7 years. It was a really good show. I actually started watching that first couple episodes the other day, but I watched that entire series before, especially on release. I was like, ooh, that got me. Uh, more recently, it was Person of Interest, which is another New York-based crime show, which took our main characters and kind of built the scenario up of that there's a supercomputer that watches everybody and can predict when and what they do with crime, if they're going to be the victim or perpetrator, and it just knows that they're going to be involved in a violent crime. It doesn't explain anything else. Really fun stuff, and yeah, it was a great crime show. It's super good, but that didn't really fulfill my let's say my didn't satiate me for what I wanted, because I love the quirkiness. I love the fact that these are people who work alongside cops but are not cops, or like who has something kind of bit off, because this guy was like super military or whatever. I think he was like CIA or like some special ops force, and in Person of Interest, and he worked with the police, but also outside the police. In the telling of Sherlock Holmes in Elementary, again, he works with the police. He's just an arrogant person who knows everything and is just like, yes, this happened because of this or whatnot. Very arrogant, very cocky, and he loves what he does, so he just like solves crime because why not? And recently, and I'm talking recently, like yesterday, I stumbled across a show called Forever. It came out in 2014. It only had one season. It was supposedly well received, and it fills that niche. It's not as good as the other two, but it's very, you know, uh, it's right up there with that niche. Minor spoilers. This is literally like when I looked up this show. It's like, okay, what's the main gimmick of the show? It's like these two lines of text. So minor spoilers for that right here. The main character is 200 years old. He cannot die, and he his like in the first episode you see, like the first couple of minutes, he dies, and he wakes up in the Hudson River, I think. That's his main gimmick, and it's great because he can just go like crime solving, die, and be like, ah yes, this is how this crime was done, and it's hilarious. It's perfect. It's stupid. It's fun. It's a great crime show. I'm like on episode 15, 16, so I plan to finish it tomorrow. But oh boy, it's a fun show, and it really fills that crime niche for me. Uh, Whenever I finish with this show, I might start what is it, The Mentalist. I believe that show is I know it's ran for like 7 or 8 seasons, and there's quite a few episodes, but I'm up for it. It's I think he's like a psychic or something, and like I remember seeing commercials for the show on TV, and it seems like another fun show that would filled that niche. I'm not so sure if it works alongside or with the police or whatever, but I've seen like some dramatic moments. I remember like something happening in like season 6 that was like mind blowing on TV when they're advertising it, but I know nothing about it. I'm happier that way, going blind into it. Hopefully, it ended on a good note because I know with Forever, it ended on a kind of sour note because it got canceled only after one season, even though I believe they were ordered for another season, but it got canceled. Either way, once I finish with this, probably gonna watch Mentalist, and after the Mentalist, I don't know if I have any other very niche crime shows, maybe like Columbo or something, just like some classic crime or whatever. I'll need to find something that's just a little bit wacky and out there, because it's some fun stuff, and seeing geniuses and stuff like this happen, it's wonderful. It is a really guilty pleasure kind of thing, and I love it. Anyway, I've rambled long enough about crime shows. Talk more tomorrow, but that's what I'm gonna call it here for today. Thank you all for watching. I hope to see you tomorrow, and until then, later.